where the past still plays out there.
Hello, everybody. We've got most of the team. We've got John and Ron and Michael Canestrari. Dobreski had something with his sister-in-law, right? I think. Yeah, he sent me an email about that. We've got a great show tonight. We're going to be bringing on possibly the youngest person in the hobby. Well, no, probably not the youngest person in the hobby. But one of them, certainly one of them. But before we get to Nolan Wysocki, we have some really incredible news to share. You know, last week we shared the fact that I will be going down to the APA convention with a film crew that we've hired in Atlanta, and we're going to be shooting at the convention. In fact, we've started to line up the interviews. Gilles Thibault. Gilles? Is it Gilles or Gilles?
Gilles Thibault.
Gilles Thibault. He will be on the interview list. I was given a list by John Herson of a bunch of people that he recommends that we're going to reach out to. John Asselon is also going to be interviewed. In fact, John and Thibault will both be on with us for next week's live stream.
Oh, nice.
So next week will be strictly APA, which is why I thought it was important that tonight we play some Strat, because you know those are the big boys, right? And we like both of those games. So yeah, so that's great news. But you know, if you remember, if you've been following sort of the story of this documentary idea, it all started when it occurred to me that I might be able to give or help facilitate getting Ron an opportunity to broadcast part of a Major League Baseball game. And I originally went to a friend of mine who's the play-by-play or one of the play-by-play guys on radio for the Orioles. And after we talked and he loved the idea, he suggested, because Ron's favorite team is the Boston Red Sox, that I reach out to the Red Sox. So he did an introductory kind of thing for me to, you know, help facilitate. I did send an email to a guy named Colin Birch, who's the VP of Marketing and Public Relations for the Red Sox, and he got back to me. And I'm 99.999% sure that our buddy Ron Juckett on September 13th at Fenway Park will be calling at least a couple of innings of the Red Sox radio broadcast. So that's pretty incredible. Yeah. Are you excited, Ron?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your mom's very excited.
The few times
I spoke to her today.
Yes. The few times I've actually had to tell people who aren't going to watch the show or I might not see again until then, it's been hard not to cry every time.
Wow.
That's so, yeah.
Well,
you deserve it.
Well, when Colin emails me and says, well, there's a hiccup, I'm going to say, really? You know, Ron's been crying. And that will seal the deal to make sure this happens.
54-year-old men crying.
You know, I mean, he's on board, and he's the VP of marketing. I mean, it's kind of his. In some ways, it's his call,
right?
So he goes to the radio. What's the radio side of?
It's WEEI.
Right. He goes to them, and then of course on that Sunday, and you guys know these guys. I don't. There's a legend that's going to be in the booth that day too, right, Ron? I mean, you're a legend, but another legend.
Joe Castiglione does the Sunday home games,
right?
So I would be working with him and Will Fleming.
Yep.
And Will is fantastic too. So
that's amazing. So
and Joe, by the way, Mark replaced John Miller.
Yeah,
I didn't know John Miller ever worked for the Red Sox. I knew about the Orioles. I knew about the Giants.
He was there 78 or 79 through 81 when he did the All-Star game because it was postponed in Strat on the Red Sox radio network.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm actually trying to work my way to John Miller because I would love to get him on the documentary, of course, but also on our live stream.
So John got the job in Baltimore, and they hired Castiglione to take John Miller's spot.
Ah, interesting. So, yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, you know, there's a lot of coordination that has to happen between now and, you know, because what we would do is we would go up there. You know, we had this plan in place to get a couple of quick shots for Ron for this proof of concept reel. And we were going to do that on August 20th. And that's kind of already been set. We've already raised some money for that. It doesn't make any sense to go up there for something that's going to be 2 quick shots or 3 shots or whatever, and then have to come back up again for this much bigger thing on September 13th. So what we would probably do is we would come in. I say we, not like I talk about myself like I'm 2 people. Some people do talk like that. But I mean, when I say we, I mean me and Maria and my wife Maria. We would come up on Thursday, either directly into Burlington or somehow we'd have to get and we wouldn't drive, we would fly. And then on Friday we would shoot, a lot of the preliminary stuff with Ron. That would be the interviews, that would be interviewing your wife, interviewing your mom, they'll probably interview the cat.
She's hiding, but yes.
Yes. And really give you an opportunity to sort of tell your story.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because a lot of us in the hobby, we know the story or we know parts of the story.
Part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. But we have to think way beyond. We have to forget that this is not just about our hobby. This is about sharing an incredible story about a very incredible and unique individual with the world, and not only Ron's story, some of these other stories that we plan to tell as well. So, that's a long process, that interview process, and, getting, the footage of you at a coffee shop maybe, or your mom, when I spoke with her today, the backdrop where she lives, it's gorgeous.
Oh, it is.
I mean, apps like breathtaking. So who wouldn't want to shoot there? So that becomes our Friday. So that's a day. And then Saturday, we would want to get shots of kind of like you sort of getting in the car and sort of driving off, the documentary shots that you would kind of expect. Which is not to say that they're trivial or trite, because it really depends. I mean, what I believe we can do is get a better looking shot. I mean, just because it's a standard shot, it's about your eye as a director.
You're paying for my facelift between now and then for a better looking shot?
No, we're going with what God gave you. That's so we gotta. If you believe in that
radio
stuff.
and a body for newspapers, but that's
no. You're a very attractive man, Ron. That's not true. That's not. And you and your mom, very similar looking.
Like, well, we're only 19 years apart.
Yeah, she was really young when she had you, wasn't
she? Yeah, she was 9, and not go too far off there because I know we got a guest, but one of the things about me being the oldest.
He'll wait. He's 19. Who cares? Go ahead.
Well, that's how Nolan. That's how old my mom was when she had me.
That's right. That's right. So that's our Friday, and then our Saturday we get the footage of you. Then we all kind of drive in separate cars to Boston. We get shots of you, arriving in Boston. Maybe film some stuff in the hotel room, either Saturday night or maybe more likely Sunday morning, of you getting ready for kind of this big opportunity. And then of course there's the footage at and then do sort of a wrap up with you as far as how'd you feel about it, and that stuff.
Right.
So it's a project. And
so the wife doesn't need the 20th of August off. Is that what you're saying?
Let's not commit to that yet.
Okay.
Let's keep it in play for now.
All right.
But I think the way things are heading,
because you're not going to want to come up 2 weeks apart, essentially.
Well, it doesn't, and it's just a waste of money. I mean,
right.
Because it's $800 that we've raised for what was going to be this preliminary shoot. It makes more sense to take that 800 and put it towards this Thursday, Friday,
Yeah.
Well, it's not Thursday. It'd be Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
The big event. Yeah.
Yeah. But this is, several $1,000s, to this trip to Atlanta. And, let's thank the person who needs to be thanked, who's John Herson. He's picking up the tab for the filming in Atlanta. I'm actually taking money. Money's coming out of my pocket because I'm paying for my own flight and Maria's flight. But John is picking up our hotel room. The difference there, though, is this is footage that we need for the documentary. So I'm okay with, if I have to lay out a little bit of my own money to kickstart the process.
So get the ball rolling.
Right. I'm happy to do that. But going to Boston, going to Burlington, 3 nights in a hotel in September, that's a different story. And then the time that it takes, and you have to pay a camera guy, you have to pay a sound guy. Again, I've said this before, but the nice thing about a documentary is that you don't need a crew of 20 people. You know, you can do it with. I mean, we're going to have in Atlanta. We're going to have a camera guy, actually 2 camera guys, although one's more of a camera assist guy. We're going to have a sound guy. We're going to have sort of a swing person, let's call him, because he'll be able to do, he'll be able to assist as needed. And then Maria will be there. So she'll handle things like making sure the interviewees are in their chair at the right time. And she'll keep the schedule moving, which is a very important job on a film set. So sort of the title for that would be kind of assistant director. So, that's what, 1, 2, 3, it's 5 people, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And we could probably do it with 4 if we had to, but they're going to get paid, and these people like a day rate for a camera guy. I mean, even one that's not in Hollywood, it's still, 1,200 to 2,000 as a day rate. If you're going to be working with somebody for 3 days, you might be able to get that day rate down a little bit, because, they get 3 continuous days of work.
But it's guaranteed pay though, right?
Yeah, it's guaranteed pay. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Yeah. So
anyway, we have to figure out how we're going to fund this. Maybe what we'll do is a sort of a mini Kickstarter that would be strictly focused on the Ron footage that we need to get. And then once we have that footage and we put that together with the APA footage, now we've got this really, really impressive proof of concept reel, and we can go for the money that we need. But this is, to do this right, it's going to be expensive. It's just, or relatively expensive. In the scheme of things, $100,000. I was saying to your mom today, actually, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
I'm throwing a number out that's we probably don't need this much, but let's call it $10,000. It's going to be every bit of 7 or 8, but let's just call it 10. Keep it easy numbers. So $10,000 to shoot these 3 days, again, including the equipment, including the travel and all of that. That's 100 guys giving us $100, right? That seems doable, Look, I know some of you out there, $100 is $1 million, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And then you shouldn't give us $100. But if we can identify people that can help, because it's vitally important for the documentary that we're able to go up there and shoot Ron and start putting this whole thing together. So anyway, incredible news. I'm so happy for you, Ron.
Yeah.
I'm expecting to hear back definitively from Colin in the next day or 2. But again, I've had 2 conversations with him, and I have not gotten any sense that it's it's not going to be a go.
Oh, it's huge PR for the Red Sox too. So
well, absolutely it is. Yeah, and actually, your mom was saying that the Red Sox are known for being very sort of community outreach driven, and they do a lot of things for people and for groups.
I will give the Henry Werner group a lot of credit the ownership group, John Henry and Tom Werner.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
A lot of credit for getting those ties established with the community, which the Yawkey Foundation really didn't do all that well, but they've done incredible work in that respect.
Well, this is great stuff. Okay, now it is time.
It's not for you, Em.
To bring in a young man who has a really interesting story, I think, about how he found his way into the hobby. He's 19 years old. He's a baseball player at, I believe it's Viterbo. Is that right? Viterbo, a private university that no one's ever heard of, but I'm sure they've got an elite baseball team. Here he is, Nolan Wysocki. How are you, man?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Great.
Welcome aboard.
So tell us about your baseball team. Are they elite?
This last year was kind of rough, but we're definitely looking up for this.
Define kind of rough.
We lost more games than we won. So
no shit. How bad was it?
I suppose it could have been worse.
You're dancing around it, Nolan. What was the record?
We weren't last in the conference. I think we were 15 and 30 or something like that. I don't know.
Wow, that's impressive. And what position do you play?
I'm a first baseman.
You're first baseman.
Yeah.
Dan Verdon says that I had the pleasure of meeting and playing games with Nolan
Oh,
at PlayFest. Oh wow, that's great. Eau Claire. I told you this, Nolan. I have actually told jokes in Eau Claire
Yeah.
and
That's
had
awesome.
had a really great experience.
yeah, but did you do a set there?
Did anybody laugh?
Oh god, yeah, they. All I'm gonna say is I had a wonderful time
Okay.
for many different reasons, and Eau Claire of all the many gigs that I've done, Eau Claire is a good memory.
You
That's-
weren't
that's
there
what I'm
19
saying.
years ago, were you, Mark?
No, he wasn't alive 19 years ago.
Oh,
I
so
was
wasn't
there.
that-
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
20.
it
That
was-
could be
yeah,
20.
no,
It'll be
was
20
more.
years ago.
It was more. It was probably like 96 or 97, maybe. I think I was there. I was still pretty new. So first baseman. Obviously you played at high school. So were you recruited by this college or?
Yeah, I was.
How-
So recruiting process is kind of an interesting. It's not like what everybody thinks, where like you play well and then all of a sudden coaches flood your emails and your Instagrams and whatever. But so I reached out to a bunch of schools and kind of narrowed it down, and Viterbo seemed like a great fit, and that's where I ended up going.
What do you have to do? You have to send them like tape on your work or something
Yeah, so obviously I played games in high school, so I'd send them a little stat profile, and then I had some statistics like exit velo, infield throwing velo, a couple numbers like that at like a camp that I went to. And then it's kind of all up to the coach whether or not they want to respond to you after you reach out to them.
What was the name of your high school?
Bloomer High School. It's
Bloomer?
it's north of Eau Claire, about 30 minutes or so.
So there was nobody like in the stands at, the sort of the cliche kind of like cigar smoking guy with the hat going, I like this kid's bubble. Like there was
No, not at all. Not at all like
Nothing
that.
like that.
But no, once I had reached out to a few coaches, I think a couple of them came to games and whatnot. But
So do you essentially have to do it like a sizzle reel along with those numbers?
yeah.
that's what it
Yeah.
sounds like. Yeah.
Yeah.
So pro aspirations or what? I mean, are you, what do you,
I got to get a lot better if I want to go pro. But we actually just had a former player. He was at Viterbo for 4 years, and then he went to Minnesota for his final year. He just signed with the Texas Rangers. So
oh, wow.
Is
Who?
there like a wooden bat league? I mean, we have a couple here in Vermont. There's because the New York Penn League folded, so they took those teams and turned it in there. And of course, there's the Cape Cod League. So there's a bunch of summer mid-level things. Is that something that you have out there, and is that something that you do?
yeah, we do. We have the big one is the Northwoods League. Players like Pete Alonso have come from the Northwoods League. And then there's a couple other small ones in like the Milwaukee area and the Green Bay area.
So if the baseball thing ultimately doesn't happen, what are you going to major in? Like, what are you looking towards?
I'm currently majoring in psychology and sport management. I'd love to work as a sports psychologist. I read a ton of books on the topic. And,
Oh, interesting.
I'm very involved. Like baseball's such a mental game, right? There's so many uncontrollable factors, and I just love that I can learn how to overcome that.
As somebody who's been in therapy quite a bit in his life, when I think of therapy, I think of like an old Jewish guy on a couch. I'm sitting on a couch. We're going through my dreams. Actually, that's not really true. But how do you apply the therapeutic or the process of therapy to sports? Like, what kind of things would you help a player with, and what's the approach you would take with something like that?
Yeah, obviously every person's different. That's like the number one thing that they teach us in school. But for a lot of players, it's understanding their process, right? Like, what do they need to do to prepare to be the best that they can be? Like, so many guys just kind of show up and go through the motions, versus the guys who are really elite and the guys who play at the highest level. They show up, they know exactly what they're going to do. They know where they're going to be at what time. Like, it's very, very cool.
Can I put you in touch with Gunnar Henderson? Because something is dramatically wrong with that kid this year.
Well,
Actually, last night I think he had a couple of doubles, didn't he? Or maybe that was 2 nights ago. What
Who
were
do you
saying,
model
John?
your game after?
Well, obviously, like everybody, I'm a left-handed hitter, so my favorite swing is Ken Griffey Jr., of course. But I really love Bryce Terang, Brewers second baseman right now. Plays hard, plays fast.
Right. And you're a huge Brewers fan, right?
Huge Brewers fan,
Obviously.
diehard.
So in fact, we're going to be playing later on after we finish, our little interview / discussion stuff. We're going to be playing some head-to-head Strat PC Baseball. Nolan is taking the 2018 Brewers, and the rest of us are going to be playing the 1989 Cubs. So I'll roll first inning, Michael rolls second inning, John will roll. So we all want to beat the hell out of you, is what I'm saying. We want this to be
well, nobody
we
wants
want-
to
we
beat the
want this to
Cubs
be
more than I do. So
okay. All right. We just,
That's true. I'd forgotten that.
That's right. So, all right, let's get into it. How did you learn about this hobby?
Yeah, so I would think I was 8 or 9 years old. Somehow ended up at my parents' storage unit, whatever. Was messing around. There's like
What
an
do you
old
mean somehow ended up at your parents' storage unit?
Well, I don't know. They were doing
like they were sleepwalking. What are you talking about?
Locked his sister in the bathroom, and he needed to be punished.
I know, great place we can party, man.
Right.
Yeah, when I was 8 and 9 years old.
Yeah, him and his 6-pack of Ham's beer.
Yeah, I don't know. So they were, doing some work, whatever. We're at the storage unit, right? And I was playing around in there, and I was climbing on like an old sofa or something, and I saw a box and it had like a baseball on it, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. Like I gotta go get that. It's probably like baseball cards or something, right?
Right.
And so I climb over the sofa in between something. Like it was really hard to reach. I was a small kid, and
How old were you?
I think I was 8 or 9.
Okay.
And I somehow, got the box, right? Grab it, bring it out, and that box was Pursue the Pennant.
Wow.
It had the 1982 Brewers and the 1982 Cardinals, and then the 1987 entire season set in it.
Whoa. Not only is that pursuit, that might be the very first year.
It's the 1986 edition. So whatever year.
Oh, okay.
That edition.
But it was the 86 edition, but it had the 82 season.
It had the 82 Brewers and
Series.
Cardinals, and then the 87.
Gotcha.
Or I guess it would have been the 87 edition if it had the 87 cards.
Right.
Yeah, we had him on not so long ago, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I checked out that
Right.
interview. That's super cool.
Yeah. All right. So keep going.
Yeah, so I grabbed this box somehow, get it out, bring it home, and all the cards were just completely mixed up. They
Right.
were old rubber bands that had been sitting for 20 some years, so they'd all snapped. All the cards were mixed up. So I probably spent 2 hours organizing all the cards into their teams, and I was just amazed. Like every single team had every single player. And so then of course I get everything sorted out. And me and my dad we played the 1982 Brewers versus the 1982 Cardinals. And then from then on, I've just continued to play tabletop sports.
So you've been, I honestly didn't realize that. I didn't realize that you had actually picked up the hobby that long ago.
Yeah.
So you've been playing since you were about 9 years old.
Yeah. And I would play by myself a bunch. My brother wasn't super interested in it. I got him to play with me every once in a while, but he really wasn't interested in it at all. So I'm sure I was not playing the game right, because there's a ton of rules and Pursue the Pennant's very advanced. So I'm sure I was playing it wrong to like, he was two dice rolls away from being a home run. So I give some Brewers guy a home run or whatever.
Right. That's okay. You're 9 years old. Do whatever the hell you want. As long as you're playing it, that's all that really counts. So this is the version that had the stadium card or the
has the wall inserts. That's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. I played Pursue the Pennant. I started with APA, but then eventually I found Pursue the Pennant like in the late 80s, early 90s, and for years that was my go-to game. So I think that's really, really cool. So do you have go ahead, Ron.
So what did your dad play? Was that his first game as well? And obviously, as a storage unit, he'd played something.
Yeah, so he did. He played a little bit. He wasn't like super into the cards and dice, but funny thing. So my dad grew up in the same town that Dave Cook is from, and Dave Cook had a
Stevens Point.
Yeah, had a sport and hobby shop, and so he worked at the sport and hobby shop, Dave Cook's sport and hobby shop, when he was in high school. And I believe he did some data entry for like one of the very early action PC, like mid 90s or something like that.
Really, it's such a small world, isn't it?
Right?
It's such a crazy random coincidence. I mean,
Well,
we haven't mentioned this, but I mean, I don't want to take the focus away from Nolan, but Ron, I mean, we got it. I found a camera guy that was going to shoot this stuff of Ron that we were going to do on August 20th. Well, check this out. That guy used to live in Ron's building and knows who Ron is.
Yeah.
Very specific. What are the odds of that? I mean, I realize Arlington's
lived in the
relatively
apartment
small.
lived in the apartment above me.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So in this case, your dad just happened to be from Stevens Point, worked at Dave Cook. I didn't know Dave Cook had a storefront, bricks and mortar, I guess is what we call it now, right? Brick and mortar.
Yeah.
So you started out with Pursue the Pennant. Did you get friends involved when you were younger, or was it strictly a solo thing, or like with your dad or something?
I tried to, and none of them really like got super into it. I had, I was probably a little bit older, and I had Stratomatic, and I got a buddy. We played Stratomatic. I went to his house a bunch during the summer, and we played a bunch, and then he just kind of stopped, and now he had the Stratomatic football game, and I just asked him for it one day, and he gave it to me. So,
oh wow! So you went from Pursue the Pennant to Stratomatic.
Yep.
Do you still play Pursue the Pennant as well, or have you kind of moved to a different game?
I pull up Pursue the Pennant occasionally, but I'm
for nostalgia.
Yeah, right.
Because a 19-year-old knows what fucking nostalgia is.
Right? I don't know. Sometimes it's cool to I want to pull out those wall inserts. I don't really care about the game. I just want to look at the stadium.
Yeah. Cool. So Strat baseball and now Strat football. Are you playing other sports like boxing or golf or any other games?
I play all sorts of sports. Basketball, hockey, baseball. I mean, I play baseball the most. Huge baseball fan, of course. But yeah, I've kind of dabbled in everything.
What games do you have? Give us your list.
Oh, I got a bunch. I have the big four for the play games. So baseball, football, basketball, hockey, and then
how about red, white, and blue racing?
I don't have any racing games.
Would you take the cue from the person on your left there, Mark?
John wants to know if you have it. John is a game developer. And
I do. I've played drive time football, and I've played baseline basketball as well. I have not tried the hockey game or baseball game yet.
All right. So you have the big four from play. You have Stratomatic baseball. Now you have Stratomatic football. Yep. What else do you have?
I just got season ticket baseball. I have the 1955 season in that because there's this co-op that's being run on Facebook, and that's such a great season.
All right.
And then I'm trying to think what else I have now.
Boxing game. You have to have a boxing game.
I actually don't have a boxing game. I've played.
Mark, I don't think anyone else.
Give him a break.
You think I'm the only person who has a boxing game, Ron?
No, I said under 50.
Oh, actually, that's true. Boxing wouldn't be
right. I mean,
it's not even a thing for a kid 19 years old anymore, really.
I honestly couldn't tell you a single pro boxer right now.
Neither could any of us.
In the last, like I could go back to Mike Tyson, and that's pretty much all I know.
Right. So, and you're strictly cards and dice. Like you don't play these games on PC at all, do you?
No PC games at all.
How come? Why do you think that is?
I don't really know. I feel like I love this hobby is such a good way to like disconnect from everything. I know, obviously I said I was a psychology major earlier, and there's something to be said about people having their escape, right? And in order for a lot of young people to escape, and I think especially myself, getting away from the phone, getting away from social media is so good for one, my mental health, because I love sports and it's great to play this. And then two, it's like I've learned that this is such a great community, and everybody or 99.9% of people are so welcoming and encouraging of this hobby.
I like how he said 99.9 because you're right. It's not 100%. Let's just be clear about that. It's not 100%. So what are some of the really cool projects that you've done, or are you a project-oriented hobbyist or more of just a one-off guy?
I've gotten a lot better at doing projects. I'm really good at starting projects and like thinking of cool ideas, and then
we all are
never doing anything about them.
Then you get project block, right, Mark?
Well, I was going to sort of segue into that. That's right, John. So what are some of the cool projects that you've come up with and failed to finish?
Well, actually, one that I have not failed to finish and I'm working on right now with History Maker Baseball. I have the 50 Years of Greatness set. So it's from the last 50 years. And I'm doing it's called a Swiss tournament style. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of this.
Oh.
So if you
No, what is
win,
that?
you get a point, and you're in like the top bracket. So there's 16 teams, right? So then team 1 and 8 would play because they both won, and then it's eventually it's going to be 4 teams, but everybody plays. So even the losers who get 0 points will play the losers in like their losing group.
Right.
So every team can play for all 5 rounds because I want to see all teams, 5 starting pitchers.
And then ultimately at the end of this tournament, they're basically ranked from first
Yep.
to last. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
And then
essentially how chess tournaments work.
yeah, that's exactly. I think I saw it on like a chess YouTube video or something. Now, I don't play chess. I'm horrible at it. I've tried, but
So you mean you do play chess? You just don't play it well. Is what you're
yeah,
saying.
exactly. My
Ron,
brother,
you
my
play
brother's
chess,
a really
right,
good
Ron?
chess player.
I would, Nolan. I don't play it well, but I play.
Yeah.
I know which way the pieces move. How about that?
That's a start. I mean, honestly, with chess, if you know how the pieces move, and you remember like 2 or 3 very basic concepts in terms of the opening, trying to control the middle, and control those center 4 squares, just knowing that will elevate you immediately over somebody who just knows how the pieces move, because they're just randomly moving pieces with no thought of controlling the center and understanding what a tempo is. That if you move a piece twice for no reason, you're just giving away tempo to the other person. But this is not a chess show, is it? Okay, let's move back. Let's move.
So
back
Nolan,
to
what kind of
baseball.
interested you in sports history? Because when I was your age, because that's when I started to play Strat when I was about your age, and you've heard us talk about micro league. It was the current players that we were seeing on television and stuff that caught our eye, and then the historical part kind of came in. So what fascinated you about the historical and to want to do, let's say, 55, which was a long time ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll start with 55. Why I love that season. So I don't know how many of you guys have seen the Ken Burns baseball documentary. It's like 24 hours long through all the parts or whatever. But in my opinion, the best episode is the 1950s, where he talks about the center fielders in New York at the time. You got Willie Mays, Duke Snider, and Mickey Mantle. And then, of course, Hank Aaron's in the league, and Ted Williams is still in the league at that point. So there's all these great hitters in the league. And I'm a hitter myself, so I love offense. And that's what really draws me. The players is what draws me to 1955 for sure.
Mm-hmm. And Milwaukee had a tremendous history when the Braves were there. They never had a losing season.
Absolutely. The Braves fascinate me because they were in Milwaukee. And I think that's really cool that like Milwaukee did have a team before the Brewers.
That's Spawn Insane in 2 Days of Rain, right?
No, that was in Boston. That was the 48 Braves.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So you're a 1950s guy when it comes to baseball. How about football? Do you have nostalgia for that, or is that more just like I play the current team?
Yeah, not as much for football. I think there are some really cool aspects about old football. Like every once in a while, I'll see like a YouTube video of college football from like the 40s and 50s, and it's like linemen are diving at people's ankles, and they look like they're 120 pounds. And I think football, the way it's developed over time, is really cool.
Yeah.
But I definitely prefer the modern game. I like passing, and I like big plays and stuff like that.
But you also live in the state that I think in a lot of ways is like the mecca for pro football. I mean, the Green Bay Packers, nothing epitomizes that gritty, that early feel of relatively early feel of football like the Packers of the 60s, right?
Well, he lives closer to
Lombardi,
Minneapolis, I think, than he does the Green Bay.
I thought Eau Claire is like almost like kind of due north, sort of like on the east side.
We're on the west side, so we are close. We're like, if I got in my car right now, I could get to St. Paul in probably an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh,
Green Bay is about 3 hours, but I'm a huge Packers. Everything Wisconsin sports. I love everything Wisconsin.
As
sports.
long as the Bears lose, he's fine.
If the Bears and the Cubs lose, I'm a happy man.
I remember doing tours of like Wisconsin and then into Minnesota. There's a drive that you make coming. I think La Crosse is like the far west, right? La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's like in the middle of the state, as far west as you can go, right on the Mississippi.
Right, and you can get right from the Mississippi, and then you cross the Mississippi into Minnesota, right?
Yep.
That drive is one of the most beautiful drives I've ever made in my entire life. When you come across the bridge, it's like Middle Earth. I'm not kidding.
It's gorgeous. I mean, it literally is
unbelievable.
The reason that is because when the glaciers came down, they didn't touch that area. So all those bluffs are millions and millions of years old. So it's super cool down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. So, Michael, you got any questions for Kid Wysocki over here?
Let's get back to let's go to your baseball career real quick. What's your toughest pitch to hit?
Great question.
Changeup. Changeup's the best pitch for curveball, slider. You can see a spin. Good hitters will tell you that they can see the spin, and I believe that to be true. A changeup looks exactly like a fastball, and if it's thrown well, especially from a righty, it dives away from me. I look like a fool every time.
And release points probably is a biggie too. If you get all your pitches with the same release point, then that's going to be even more confusing.
Yeah, for sure. There are a lot of guys who have gotten really good at like finding that same release spot.
I'm curious. I'm curious at a small college that you go to, is there an NIL there like you have in the big universities?
So we are eligible to get NIL, but we don't actually receive any money directly from the university.
What division is your college in?
We are NAIA, so not even a part of the
tiny.
NCAA.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. So last place in a tiny division. Good for you, Nolan.
Hey, NAIA, all NAIA guys will tell you that it's better than D3. D3 guys will tell you that D3 is better than NAIA.
Right,
so
right,
that's just kind of the debate, right?
What's the name of the team? What's your
Mascot?
We're the V-Hawks, Viterbo V-Hawks.
The Viterbo V-Hawks.
Yeah.
Wow.
And 15-30 last year, right?
Yeah. Hey, we're moving up this year. We're getting better this year, though.
What was your
team last year?
29?
What was your longest losing streak?
I don't even remember to tell you, but it was a lot.
You blocked
of
it
games.
out because of your sports psychology background. You blocked it out of your
Exactly, right? We're looking towards the next pitch.
I understand. right.
Very good.
Do you guys do a fall season?
Yeah, we got fall season. We start August 31st. We start practices. I believe it's August 31st. It might be a week later.
So, now that you're in college, I mean, I guess the question I want to ask is, have you been able to recruit? I mean, you've been now playing these games for almost 10 years, right? Have you been able to recruit anybody else to really sort of take it to at least your level, or is it still just the Nolan show?
To be honest, it's just the Nolan show for now. But I definitely think that I have a couple teammates who are baseball nuts, just like I am, that perhaps could be interested in something like this. But to be honest, I haven't really tried real hard to.
All right. Well, I have an idea. We should get you back on the show at some point with one of your college buddies and force them to play you in a game.
Okay. I like that.
That's how we make this hobby grow, right? We force people into it.
The question I was
I got it all figured out.
And I kind of like that idea.
Gunpoint.
There you go. Question I was going to ask was, growing up, how many hardcore baseball fans did you know? I mean, it's not the big sport it was when the four of us were kids.
I have one of my best friends, lifelong best friend, is a huge baseball fan, huge Brewers fan, knows everything. He's pretty good at fantasy baseball. I'm not good at any fantasy sports, but he's good at fantasy. He knows all the players and everything. So we obviously huge Brewers fans growing up together. And that was kind of mostly it. A couple of guys I played with, we played together with small towns. So we played youth baseball together, and we played up together all the way through high school. So a couple of them are big baseball fans, but nothing quite like myself, I guess.
And I'm sure you also hunt, fish, and have one of those little snow cars that you guys like to drive around in. I'm blanking on what they're called.
Snowmobiles.
I have hunted.
God, it snows in Maryland there, Unger.
No, you can't. Honestly, Ron, you can't. There's not even close to what Wisconsin gets or what you get in Vermont.
No, we get 80 inches a year.
Yeah, nothing like that.
It was bad last year. The snowmobile trails didn't even get to open because we didn't have snow for long enough. So that was a big deal around here.
That must have been very sad for a lot of people in Wisconsin.
Not so
Because-
sad for me. I'm not big into the loud engines and stuff like that. That's not my forte.
So you have hunted, but you don't really like to. Like, it's not your thing.
Yeah, I enjoy hunting. I'm not serious about it like other people are. I like to just show up and I'll sit outside for a while. I don't mind it.
Nolan lost his Wisconsin card when he opened up a package of craft singles at the church potluck.
Right.
Do you train year round? Do you hit batting? You go to the batting cages during the off season? And
oh yeah, we have a really cool
What else?
facility in Eau Claire that's got a full 90 foot bases infield and hitting machines and stuff like that. So yeah, I go there, and then I work with a hitting coach of mine. He was a senior on our team last year, and we became really close. And he's my hitting coach now. So,
did you play any other physical sports growing up?
No, I'm unathletic, so that's why I play first base and I swing a bat. So I golf and I ran cross country in high school.
You're clearly not unathletic. That's a very funny thing to say.
You're playing junior college baseball. That's not unathletic.
Yeah.
do you?
So
go ahead, Mark.
I was going to go back to the hobby, since that's what our podcast is about, and not the fundamentals of baseball.
It's
I'm
the
kidding.
Ronnie
I'm
Mansky,
kidding. I'm totally kidding. You can ask anything you want. You know, we should just get a kid from a good school. But anyway.
Oh. Hey, I tell you what, when I bring a teammate on in a year, we'll be better. How about that?
Division I. I mean, we can't get somebody from LSU. We got to get this kid.
This is the roughest you. I'll tell you what, you're going to respect.
It's I think it's fun to pick on young people. I have to admit. I think it's
fun to pick on young people.
I think it's from stand up. Like when you're a stand up comic and you're on stage, when you see a younger person, I mean, you don't want to truly be mean spirited. I'm sure. I hope I'm not. It's not my intention, but it's like you just kind of want to bring them into the game a little bit more. No, what I was going to what I was going to ask, where do you see the hobby going? What do you think the game designers can do to maybe get the games in front of more people? Because you have to go to a storage area, right? Accidentally trip over a couch and find a game. There's got to be an easier way to do it. Do you have any thoughts on what could be improved in amongst the games in the hobby?
Yeah, I think the big thing would be marketing. And of course, that's a very broad and tough answer because a lot of these companies are run by one guy and they don't have the money to put ads on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or wherever it is. But I think there's definitely somewhere that could be improved as far as marketing goes. And I think actually contradictory to what most people think, I think really leaning into the board game thing could be a great help. Like think about how popular just regular board games are. Like I play Catan with friends, Ticket to Ride, games like that. Those big UR games are huge, right? And so why can't baseball be huge for baseball fans in a board game, right?
Do you have friends that play like MLB The Show or Madden or any of those?
Yeah, I'd say pretty much all of my friends play some form of PlayStation or Xbox game. I don't. I'm horrible at them, and I'd rather roll dice anyways. So.
Right. So what do you think the connection to getting those to do a little bit of both? How would you sell one to someone who loves MLB The Show?
Yeah, that's a good question. I
have an opinion on that. If you're not sure, Nolan.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it, and maybe I can bounce off you.
You mentioned board games, and one of the reasons why board games have made such a huge comeback is they're so gorgeous to look at these nowadays. You know, not all of them. I mean, you mentioned Ticket to Ride. That's a relatively basic game, but some of these games are just, the pieces are gorgeous. The boards are gorgeous. The illustrations in the rule book it's just all beautiful. How do you do that in a sport, in a hobby like ours? I mean, how pretty can you make, the baseball runner, I mean, I guess you could up your game a little bit, but our hobby is about the stats. Excuse me. It's about the numbers, and numbers are numbers. And no matter how pretty you make them, they're still going to be numbers.
But he's mentioned more than once the stadium backdrops for Pursue the Pennant.
Right.
Sure.
There's obviously something about the design and the look of
Sure, good
that
point.
that kept him drawn in.
Well, that's also one of the big things about games like History Maker Baseball. It's not just to dry numbers on the card. Those characteristics paint a picture in your head of that. And Nolan says he plays that. So
Yeah, I've actually been thinking that as I work on the History Maker Baseball project, I think about those cards and how they feel like baseball cards. You know, they're a baseball card size, and they're these great players that I'd say now I've heard of probably 70% of them, 75% of the players. You know, I'm aware of like who they are. I know how they looked, how they played, and there's definitely something to be said about the way History Maker Baseball looks in that sense.
Right. What are the gold standard? Like it's the APA cards, right, Ron, or somebody that there's a guy who makes APA cards. that are just-
Chris White, the
Chris
Apple
White.
cards. Yeah.
and those are supposed to be gorgeous, right?
Oh my gosh.
Well, what do they have that makes them so gorgeous?
Logos and pictures. It looks like baseball cards. You flip over, and on the other side is the card where the stats
The
would
fonts, the font types, and
So that to me sounds like something that if a game company made that choice to include that as part of their game, that might attract younger players.
be. Yeah, but it also would be prohibitively expensive
Sure.
because there's licensing involved with that Chris isn't obviously not doing.
Right.
You know, I mean, so yes, if you were to have a baseball card quality picture on the front with a logo, I mean, you'd be talking $300-$400 sets. And
You know what though? I mean, a lot of these board games today are $150, right? $100, $150. So if you could, get a baseball game that's, competitive and has a great game engine, but also has all of these, I don't want to say bells and whistles because that almost sounds like I'm
no, but there's an art to it. I mean, you want to be able
that's what I
to pull it
meant.
out.
Right.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think there's real quick.
No,
there's
take as much time as you want. Go ahead.
definitely something to be said about the way cards look. So I just, like I said, I got the season ticket cards and I printed those out, and there's enough color on them that I look at them and I'm like, that's the Red Sox, that's the Yankees, that's who's playing in this game. Like I can visualize their uniforms, I can visualize sitting in the stands and watching, players in those uniforms run around on the field.
So who's got the best looking cards in your opinion?
Season ticket is for sure up there. I think the newer stuff that History Maker Baseball's put out with the colors and the bigger cards look fantastic. And anything that I'd say, I'm going to contradict myself, anything that's not like too plain, I guess, with too much stuff. Like I feel like Stratomatic cards are very plain, right? And you get the red and the blue, and then there's just a bunch of black words. APA cards, you just get the red numbers, and that's what it is.
And the red and blue was like, that was an innovation for Strat at the time, wasn't it? Because originally they were black and white, and APA cards were always better looking because they at least were white and red.
And even when they started with the advanced, started to use the other side of the card, they weren't color coded.
Right,
It was just
right.
left side, right side. Yeah.
Right. So at least they've upped their game a little bit. I've also heard that the Strat cards are really thin. Like,
They used to be. They got too many complaints, so they've thickened them a little.
oh, that's good. That's good. All right.
So-
Any more? Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go on.
Nolan, was there a moment outside of the stadium backgrounds where it all just kind of clicked for you?
It really like clicked when I realized that there was such a great community. I heard you, Ron, and Dave on the Digital to Dice podcast probably 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And I heard this and I was like, oh my gosh, there's like other people who actually play these like nerdy sports games that I do. And now obviously I'm very invested, and here I am happy to share my experiences on this podcast. But yeah, back then, 5 years ago when I saw that, it really clicked. And then I've bought a lot more games than I probably need since then. So,
and playing at a convention like you did is probably refreshing to play with, older age people that aren't giving you life advice. You're just playing a game. So
no, that was cool to play with other people and like just be with the community and meet people. And I got to play a game with Keith too. So that was awesome.
That's always cool. Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah.
So if
So that-
you were to grab a buddy and take him to one of those conventions at E2D or a player or whatever, what would you hope that they would get out of it?
For sure, I would hope that they, one, have fun because they're playing a game, they're playing baseball. Like obviously, I would take a friend that, assuming it's a baseball or sports convention, they love sports, right?
Yeah.
So have fun playing sports, have fun talking sports with other people, and then realizing that there are other people who are interested in this hobby and that it's a really cool community and everybody's very welcoming.
So the Play Games was in Eau Claire. Is that where they had a little mini convention?
Yep, they were at the library.
So that was just a random kind of luck thing that somebody had put together a Play Games convention there, and you just happened to find it.
Is that the one that Kirk Berglund goes to every year?
I think it was new this year. So Play.
Yeah, first time.
I think they do a big one in Denver usually,
They
right?
used to, but
but they couldn't do that this year, so they went to Eau Claire. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's right in my backyard.
Random luck that was
Yeah.
right in your backyard. Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's really, really, really cool. So do you see yourself? I mean, I'm sure I know the answer to this, but I'll ask. Do you see yourself, for a lot of people, guys, you get into the hobby when you're young, when you're a teenager. You got into it really young. You're actually, I started playing this little dice game that my dad taught me when I was about your age. But a lot of players got into it as a little bit later, 11, 12, 13,
14, yeah.
Yeah, or even 13, 14, right. But, you got in early. You're still in it. Do you think you're going to be one of those guys that, you're going to get married, you're going to have kids, you're going to forget about the games for a while and then pull them out as you get older? Or do you think that you'll be able to stick with this through thick and thin?
No, I think I'll be able to stick with it.
I think so.
I mean, like last year, moving to college for the first year was obviously a big change. I brought one game with me, like whenever I had free time, and I would pull it out and play it. I didn't play a ton. I played maybe one game a week, one game every other week, but it was enough to like get away from everything and still enjoy doing what I enjoy doing. Right.
Do people give you funny looks when they see you playing these games, like in college, like because they don't know what it is? Or is everybody pretty like, hey man, what's that? That's kind of cool. I've
got a mixed bag. I've got a couple like, hey, oh, that's neat. Like you enjoy the stats and that's whatever. And then a couple people like, oh, you're playing baseball with a bunch of cards and you keep stats. That's kind of odd.
Were you one of those kids? Because a lot of us, even before we found these games, we were stat keeping kids. Like I loved figuring out batting averages. I loved all the math behind it. Were you one of those kids as well?
Yeah, a lot of times I would think the back of the baseball card's cooler than the front because it would tell you about the player, and then you could read how good they were.
Do you have a girlfriend or a significant other? Or
I do, yeah.
And what does she think about your addiction?
I don't think she thinks it's as weird now versus when we started dating. She thought it was probably pretty weird. But now I think it's like, oh, that's normal. He likes to do that.
That's part of who you are.
I'm going to let him do that, right?
Right, of course. That's keep her. That's a good woman. Keep her. Marry her. Marry her. In fact, marry her on this show. That's what we're going to do. And the best man's going to be the kid that you play Strat with. I got it all figured out. I got a whole.
Unfortunately, I don't know that she would go with that.
Well, hey guys, I'm gonna go take my break. We'll start getting ready for the game. As I said, it's gonna be all three of us ganging up on the kid here.
On this poor little kid.
You mean four of us?
Kick his little Brewer's ass.
No, I'm the one that's actually running the game.
I got my Brewers dice right here, blue and gold
cool.
for the Brewers. So I'm ready to go.
And Ron is gonna call the game.
So who's your all-time favorite brewer? Who's your all-time favorite brewer?
It's Jonathan Lucroy. He was the catcher for him. I think he started in 2010 or whatever. So I was really young, and at that time, I wanted to be a catcher. I wanted to be that guy.
I'm in a Diamond Mine baseball draft league, and we used to go to different cities to have a draft every year. And one year we went to Milwaukee. Did the whole Miller Brewing tour. And I was very impressed with the tailgating culture.
Oh, it's so fun, isn't it?
At the stadium before the games. I went up to the top row and got my picture taken with Bob Uecker.
That's
the
funny.
top
I
row.
was literally just there on Sunday, and I took a picture with him on Sunday because we were in that
That's
section,
nice.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
we got to
yeah.
see William Contreras hit a walk-off 3-run home run,
Oh,
and then
wow.
and then
Oh,
throw his
yeah.
bat so far in the air that Milwaukee Airport probably picked it up on their signals. So it was awesome.
Oh wow.
That's awesome.
Miz wasn't pitching, was he?
He was not. He
Okay.
pitched last night.
Yeah, he pitched
Okay.
last night. I'm a big fantasy baseball guy. I'm in 4 fairly significant paying leagues, and I have Mr. Out Jason, and unfortunately, they're gonna manage his innings over the last half of the season. So
Yeah.
he only pitched 4 innings yesterday.
I think the
And
Reds
now-
are going to do that with Chase Burns too.
Yeah,
He's
and now
over
they're
100
going-
innings already.
Yeah, and now I just read that they're going to skip Miz on Sunday and pitch him on Monday.
No, so giving him a full
I
week
thought I was
now.
going to get him for 2 starts this week, and that's not going to happen. But,
Dang.
yeah, but yeah, it's fun. I went to Milwaukee 2 years ago. They had a mini convention out there, and I did I saw the Yankees and the Brewers. Of course, I'm a Red Sox fan, and I hate the Yankees. And the Yankees won. I think it was a Sunday game, and it was like 15-5. The Brewers got smoked.
Yeah, the Brewers got beat up pretty bad by the Yankees last season, but they started the year
Yeah, it was-
0-3 in New York, and then they ended
Well,
up
actually,
with
they
the best
started
record
out
in
what?
baseball.
I think they started out 1-4, didn't they? I think it was a 4-game series. And,
It might have been,
I mean,
actually.
I remember the Yankees hitting like 30 home runs, and it was the talk about that bat,
Mhm.
and and everybody said, "Oh, the Brewers are not going anywhere. The Yankees are gonna." And by the end of the year, the Brewers had the best record in the American League. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, I mean,
baseball
it's
is funny.
weird to
It's
talk to
so
someone who's young enough that doesn't have any memories of the Brewers being in the American League.
Yeah,
Mhm.
0.
Yeah. Oh,
I barely even remember the Astros being in the National League, so
wow.
I think they moved, what was that, 2012 or something like that, so I would have been 4 or 5 years old when they
Yeah.
moved.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So how many games a year do you get to?
I usually try to get to 1 every year. I was
Because
able.
you're not close.
No,
Are
not really
Yeah.
at all.
Are there any minor league teams in Eau Claire?
There's not. They have a Northwoods League team. They used to have a minor league team called the Eau Claire Bears, and Hank Aaron actually played for them. They were the Braves
wow.
affiliate. So Hank Aaron played it, and they played at a stadium called Carson Park. And I've played at Carson Park 5 or 6 times now. One of the teams
Oh,
in our
that's cool.
summer baseball league plays there. So I've gotten to play there. And then in high school, we won our conference championship under the lights there. So that was pretty awesome.
Very nice.
Well, gentlemen, are we ready to start the game?
Yeah.
Sounds
you
good.
see- You see, I
You
got
bring
it
it
up
up.
for you, Mark.
Yeah, I see.
Play
that.
ball!
All right. That's my cue to Cabot.
I still would like to put us. Okay, we can't do that. Or can we do this? Does this work, Ron?
I'm watching my screen because I got to
All
do
right.
that. So
I don't think there's anything down here that we need to see, right, guys?
Nope.
I think it's better to see us, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, the big difference in Nolan is that I couldn't change the settings for the league, so you have a pitch count from Miley of 77.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, I don't know how many this is going to be.
The 18 Brewers had a better bullpen than they did starting rotation anyways. So
Okay, so it's for the hated Cubs or the vaunted Cubs who won the division that year in '89. Jerome Walton in center, Brian Sandberg at second, Mark Grace will go third at first, Andre Dawson in right will clean up. Lloyd McClendon is the left fielder. Luis Salazar at third. Sean Dunston at short. Oops. You changed the lineup.
No, I didn't.
No, that's not the lineup I put out there. We'll
I
be right
changed.
Ball at third.
What do you-
Talk amongst yourselves for a few minutes. This is not the lineup that you gave me, and it's not the lineup I spent 20 minutes at 7 o'clock tonight putting together. But
The fix is on.
Nolan, you should file a protest.
I'd
no,
place
I
your-
don't mind. I'm still confident to
Mark
that
will,
the Brewers
do,
win
Mark
this
will
game.
do anything to win.
no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
I
He
didn't.
gave
I
me
didn't.
a pretty-
I have nothing to do with anything. All I did was
No,
give him.
it's
I gave
not.
him 9 names.
and I put them all there. And
You know
and because
series
it's a
you-
left-handed pitcher,
Once you change that, the DraftKings odds are going to change. So I'd lock it in now.
Right.
All right.
Cash,
Hold
cash
on
in.
one second, and I will get this all squared away.
So
Miska,
you've never played APA baseball, have you?
No, never.
You should give it a shot. You know, you could even try APA Go first. You pay like $25 a month. You don't need to keep it. You know, spend $25, try it, see if you like it. That's how I started with APA, and I think also for a lot of people, like the game that you, especially when it comes to the APA strat debate. I mean, now there's so many games that you have so many options. But when I first started, you pretty much only had those two. You had APA and Stratomatic, and you were either an APA guy or you were a Stratomatic guy, and some of that just depended on, you know, which ad you saw first in Street and Smith magazine or Sporting News or something. So for me, it was APA. I think I always like I like the charts. I like that in APA you get a number, and then you also know in APA, like if you roll a 6-6, it's probably a home. You know, depending on who's at bat, it's a home run. In Strat, you don't really have that. With Strat, you know, you can look at certain columns and know that's a good column, but you know, it's not a question of which game is better or not as good. It's not. They're both great games. It's just a much different approach, I think. And Strat became more advanced sooner than APA did. Am I right about that, guys?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure. How you looking there, Ron?
It'll be a couple minutes
Okay.
because it screwed up. When I put in the left-handed pitcher Miley, it changed your lineup around.
What's
So
your favorite? What's your favorite sports movie, Nolan?
Favorite sports movie, The Sandlot for sure. That's just kids loving the game of baseball, and that's awesome. And then in a close second is Major League. And the best part of that movie is the spring training scene.
You know you're wrong. Neither one of those are actually the two best movies, but that's okay. You're allowed to.
Well, I'm not saying that they're my
your
favorite.
opinion.
Do you want me to tell you what the best one is? Because I can tell you what.
No, I was kind of
think
kidding.
the best
But
one is.
I asked you your favorite, so of course you're
Okay.
allowed to say what
Okay.
your
What's
favorite.
your best one?
I think the best one is Remember the Titans.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I'm not sure I've ever seen that movie. Tell you the truth. That's is that Denzel yelling at his
Yeah.
That's one of those Denzel specials where it's Denzel all the time kind of movies. I think what do you guys think is the best sports movie? If you had to pick one.
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams.
Very good, no question about it. I might go,
Rudy.
I might go Bad News Bears, the original. That's a pretty perfect movie if you think about it. You know, really funny, dark. I mean, that to me that's a classic. That would be up there. 8 Men Out is a great.
I was an 8 Man Out. Yay, good choice.
That's right. That's right.
How about going way, way back? Angels in the Outfield, the original.
That's okay.
So,
Damn Yankees is pretty good.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
The Natural.
Damn Yankees. Oh, the Natural too.
Yeah.
Oh, Angels in the Outfield. Is that? Yeah. What year is that?
Back in the
Late
40s
80s.
or 50s, right?
Something
No,
like
not
that,
the.
yeah.
I'm talking about the black and
Oh,
white.
okay.
No,
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in the 40s or 50s. Yeah, they did a remake back in the 80s or 90s, I think.
Yeah, you're going way back. You're going
I'm
like.
I'm 69 years old. I mean,
but even that's way before you though. Like that's something you would have seen like on the Saturday Saturday matinee kind of thing, like on television.
Yeah, I probably saw it when I was about 11 or 12.
In the theater?
No, on TV.
No, on television, right?
Yeah, on television. Yeah.
With all that stuff.
I liked For Love of the Game.
You know, it seems like there's two camps with that movie. Some people love that movie, and I was actually going to watch it, but then I started reading some reviews. It got some really bad reviews, so I'm not really sure. I mean, but again, ultimately, it's what you like. That's all that really counts.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people like that movie. I'm sticking with Bad News Bears. I think that's a kind of a perfect. I mean, do you think how about a good football movie? Oh, North Dallas 40. It's a great.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's a great.
Longest Yard.
The original.
Yes.
I remember my dad was one of the coaches on my football team in like Pee Wee football when I was a kid. And him and another dad took me and my friend who was the quarterback and I was the linebacker. Like, I think we may have still been in our football uniforms, which is the coolest thing. In fact, I know we were. We had just finished a game and they took us to go see Longest Yard after, they filled us with ice cream and cheeseburgers and took us to Longest Yard. And Longest Yard's a pretty racy movie for a 9-year-old to see. But my dad, like, that never stopped him. Like, my dad would take us to, like, he took me to go see this movie Blackula, which was like the black exploitation. It was like during that black exploitation period, and this was like, instead of Dracula, it was Blackula. I was maybe 7. That movie scared the living shit out of me so badly that I'm still scarred to this day by my father making me go to see that. He thought that I would enjoy that. I didn't. I just was terrified beyond all belief. Ron, I thought, are we in a rain delay? Is that what we are?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, well, go get yourself another soda, another hot dog, and we'll get this happening.
Rain delay with the roof in Milwaukee must have not
Right.
not closed.
Right,
huh?
right. That's right. That's right.
Must be in the front row.
Roof malfunction is what it was. It was a
All
roof
right. I
malfunction.
think we're all set.
All right.
Once again, it'll be Jerome Walton in center, Brian Sandberg at second, Mark Grace at first, Andre Dawson in right, Vance Law at third, Mitch Webster in left, Sean Dunston at short, Lloyd McClendon is your DH, and Damon Berryhill behind the plate, with Greg Maddox on the mound defensively for the Brewers. Ryan Braun is a 3 in left. Kane is a 1 in center with a -4 arm. Ouch. Christian Yelich is a 1 in right. Matt Moustakas is a 3 at third. Arcea a 1 at short, but an E26. Shaw a 4 at second, but an E5. Aguiar a 4 at first. Pena a 2 behind the plate with a -3. Wade Miley 5 and 2 with a 2.57 ERA. 81 hits, 81 innings, 71 hits. He walked 27 and struck out 50. He is a 1 and a -1. Though it is today's date. It's July 21st. The weather is good, and so Mr. Unger.
Here we go. Stepping up to the plate is Jerome Walton. Walton with a 2-6.
A 2-6 is going to be a single.
Base hit. And Sports Time Machine, I think Radio Days is a great movie. Not my favorite Woody Allen movie, but definitely up there.
Ryan Sandberg at 290, 30 homers, and 76 RBI.
A 3-8. And that looks like it might be a base hit.
That is going to be a single to right, or it's a ballpark hit. That will be a single to right.
All right, here we go.
Third? No, you're going to third. 1 to 18 chance.
Out of 20, right? Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
third. All right, here we go. A 10.
That gets him to third. Runners on the corners for Mark Grace at 314, 13 homers, and 79 RBI.
I just traded for him in my in our SPB league, John.
405 on base average that year.
Yeah, hell of a player.
Sandberg's on second, so he must have gone to
He
second.
advanced to second on the throw, yeah.
512.
Ooh. It's going to be a ground ball to Miley. All right, roll me a 20, Nolan.
I got an 11.
And now roll the 3 die.
10.
It is everyone advances 1, and it's an out.
All right, so the run comes in.
The run comes in 1-0 Cubbies for Andre Dawson, 252, 21 homers, and 77 RBI.
My favorite Cub. And my favorite Expo.
Look at 1, 2, 3, or 4 is gone.
A 1-8.
And it's not gone.
But
But
it is a base
it will
hit.
be a sink. No,
That's
it's
a
1
single.
to 18.
Oh.
So what's your 20? Roll me a 20.
6.
That's a single. Sandberg scores. It's 2-0 Cubs. for Vance Law, 235, 7 homers, 42
Let's
RBI.
go Cubs. Let's go Cubs.
It's the first time you've ever said that sober.
Cub fans here in force. 3-5.
That will be a walk.
Miley having a tough time here.
No,
He
this
may
will
be
be
a-
the,
yeah, it's 20 pitches in.
this will be the infant Billy Brewer going down the slide, right? If they get a home run.
257, 3 homers, and 19 RBI for Mitch Webster.
So first and second, 1 out, right?
First and second, 1 out.
All right, here we go. There's the pitch. 2-11. That's a walk.
Walk.
That's a walk. They're
Bases
loaded for Sean Dunston.
Dun, 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 dun,
From Brooklyn, New York.
278, 9 homers, and 60 RBI.
And a cannon of an arm.
Dan Verdon goes Wade Miley or Miley Cyrus on the mound.
Apparently, Wade has been partying in the USA a little too much.
3-6.
Oh, he's going to hit it like a wrecking ball.
Struck him out.
He wrecked him. So that, all right, here's Lloyd McClendon, 286, 12 homers, and 40 RBI.
See what a 60-year-olds can make Miley Cyrus references.
And he's so young, he doesn't even know who she is.
That's fun. I'm actually I like old music mostly. I like
good.
classic
Good
rock
for
and
you.
stuff. So
Good for you.
6'10". Who's your
Medical
favorite
music was
band?
real.
that
Or among your favorite bands?
right now, I've been really into like the jam band stuff. So like the Grateful Dead and,
Oh, wow.
Fish and bands like that.
Nolan,
But,
roll a 20.
I got a 16.
And the 3 6s.
And 10.
Again.
Oh no.
No, you're out of the inning.
Oh, there we
You're out
go.
of the inning. It was a ground ball C, and that's it. So after 1/2 of 1 inning, 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Chicago 2, Milwaukee nothing. So Lorenzo Cain will lead off for Milwaukee. Yelich and Wright will bats. Oh my God, look at the power on this team. Moustakis will go third. Aguiar at first cleans up. Ryan Braun doing vitamin B12 shots as we speak is in left. Travis Shaw at second will go next. Then Eric Thames, it's not Thames, it's Thames, the DH batting 7th. Pena behind the plate, he's drinking colada, he'll bat 8th, and Arcia at short 9th. Webster a 2 in left, Walton a 1 in center, Dawson a 2 and a -4 in right. Law a 4 at third, Dunston a 2 at short, Sandberg a 1E6 at second. Good luck there. Grace a 2E7 at first. Berryhill a 2 and a -3 behind the plate. And Maddox, the Gold Glover, 93 pitches is a 1. Nolan, 3 die, please.
4-6.
You don't want to be on Maddox's card. I guarantee it. In
Actually,
fact, it's a walk.
He
You
found
do.
the way. Yeah.
How about that?
Wow.
Probably the only walk on his card.
Okay, Kane is 65% held if you want to think about steal. Yelich at 326, 36 homers, and 110 RBI.
Remember, this is still early in Maddox's career, so he wasn't really Maddox yet. Quite.
19 and
he was
12 with
getting
a
there.
2.95
No.
ERA.
No. But he wasn't godlike yet.
No, he wasn't Atlanta
No,
yet.
he had 82 walks. Yeah,
82 walks and 135 strikeouts.
I got
But he only gave up 13 homers.
Right.
I got a 5-9.
That's a fly ball to right. Dawson's there. 1 out. Here, I
Led
even
the
turned
team
on the
with-
animation so people could see.
Led the team in 7 complete games. He
Moustakis-
finished third in the Cy Young balloting.
Yeah,
that
he
year.
had a great year. 251, 28 homers, and 95 RBI.
How about a 4-7?
Single 1 to 9.
I got a 9.
You got a single.
Just sneaked through.
There we go.
Single.
Are you going for third? 1 to 14.
I'm gonna hold.
You aren't running on the hawk, huh?
I like the power in this lineup to move.
I do
guys
too.
around.
My goodness. Aguiar, 274, 35 homers, and 108 RBI.
6 11.
You've yet to roll on your own card. Ground ball to Maddox. Roll a 20. Mark.
That's me, right? Yeah.
Yep.
9.
You're gonna get a force. Roll it. Roll the 3 6s.
How do I read them again? Is it? It's just. It's
Add them all up. Yep.
It's the
add 'em.
total, right? Yeah. 10.
You've had 3 X plays and they're all 10s. That's going to be Mistakis is going to be forced, I think. Yep. Runners on the corners. 2 out for Braun at 254, 20 homers, and 64 RBI.
All right, here we go. Big clutch swing right here. Another pitcher's card, 4-9.
That's going to be a struck him out.
All right.
They
Michael
threatened to do not
Canestrari.
score. Canestrari, Damon Berryhill, 257, 5 homers, 41 RBI.
All right. And we've got a 1-8.
Makes my life easy. Ground ball to short would have been a double play. 1 out. Jerome Walton, 1 for 1. He scored his first time up.
A 2-10.
Nolan's wondering where these rolls were for him. You hit him. Miley hit him. He's a 60% chance to steal if you want to try it. Sandberg, 1 for 1. He singled. Okay.
And we've got a 4-6.
That's usually good for the pitcher. Fly ball to left B, so he'll stay put. Braun makes the catch. Eventually. 2 out. For Mark Grace, who grounded out to Miley in the first.
1-5.
That would have been a double play. Instead, it's a ground ball to Shaw, throws to first, and that will do. After an inning and a half, still 2-0.
I like that a lot better than the first.
Yeah.
Would you please roll on your own DM cards, please?
There we go, 2-9.
2-9 for Travis Shaw.
Nice. Struck him out.
And he strikes out. There you go.
Feel free to roll 2 9s. No. Actually, it doesn't matter in this game. Never mind.
Thames at 219, 16 homers and 37 RBI.
A 2-10 would be nice here.
I got a 6-5.
Going to be a fly ball to Walton, and John Boy makes the catch, and there's 2 out. For Pena Colada, who's hitting 252, 9 homers, and 28 RBI.
All right, here we go. 4-7.
That won't be good. Ground ball to second. Oh, yeah, roll a 20, but it's Sandberg. Good luck. Michael?
No, me, right? Or him?
No,
Mike.
it's me.
Oh.
It's
Well,
11.
Mike. Canestrari.
11.
All right, now the 3 die.
Okay. 7.
At least it wasn't a 10. Sandberg gobbles it up, and that is the side. After 2-0 Cubbies. All right, John.
You're
Andre
up.
Dawson singled in the first and drove home a run.
5-8.
Will be a fly ball to Kane, 1 out. Took me a while to get the screen right, but I like how I have this set up.
I think you have it set up great, actually.
Vance Law, who walked his first time up.
4-8. Ground ball.
That's going to be a ground ball to short. If there was a runner on, there'd be double play. So double play ball, 2 out. For Mitch Webster, who walked his first time up.
2-4. Making Miley look good.
Yeah, ground ball to short. So after that rough first, he's got him down after 2.5, 2-0 Cubbies. Arcia leads off at 236, 3 homers and 30 RBI.
5-12.
Ooh. That is a single chance. Roll a 20.
15.
Lines out. As soon as I can put the mouse in the right spot. I do. Lines out to Webster. Flies out there. That's this ballpark chance. So 1 out for Kane, who walked his first time up.
6-6.
Not helping your car. Oh, single 1 to 12. So roll a 20.
Oh, 15.
Did you guys know that Ron won a governor's award for kindness? No, seriously, do you know that it's true?
You want me to
Right,
explain that one? Yeah. So from the day the state of Vermont shut down for 444 straight days, Yelich flew out to Maddox his first time up, by the way. I posted pretty much asking how people were doing.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I was introduced to you, actually.
Oh,
Was
really?
Through watching, seeing that you did that every day. I mean, I knew you from the podcast.
Right.
When I went to your Facebook page and I saw that you did that every day, I just thought that was the nicest, warmest, most sort of fundamentally human thing that somebody could do.
We were all at home. Yelich is 0 for 1, by the way.
I got a 4-8.
That is, he walks. Not what Yelich is paid for, but he'll do it. Wysocki singled his first time up.
What do I got for a steal chance?
65%, but he's got to get the jump.
All right. Can I test for the jump?
Sure you can. Oops. As soon as I control 1. All right. So he has a 19% chance you don't roll for this. The computer will roll it for you. Okay.
Sounds good.
Didn't get the lead. So you have a 1 to 4.
All right. No, then. No steal.
All right.
Ron, does your cat ever have to go after your straw?
No, and don't give her any suggestions. She's 15, but you can. But no. Thanks, though. You didn't hear that, Em. All right, Wysocki.
2-6.
Finally, you get on your card, and it's a pop out to third.
Wrong column.
So eventually, the governor had been given that award out pre-COVID, and they took nominations afterwards. And so a group of people got together and nominated me. And let me tell you, as Sean Dunston struck out his first time up, I'm scrolling through the day that I got that award, and I wondered if I had died because I just saw my picture all over the place. Like, what the hell? Is this how I'm going to find out I'm dead? I need to get that framed. I have it. I got an official proclamation from the state and a lovely letter from our governor. So
310. Base hit.
310 for Dunston is a single. Oh, it's a ballpark chance, right? No, that's a clutch single. So single, yep. For McClendon, as Mark rolls the dice in the fourth. He's 0 for 1. McClendon grounded out the third.
How do I know if he's good at the hit and run?
His hit and run. Oops, shit. I got to undo that. Hold on. I hit the wrong button. You don't want that strikeout. Ow. Yes, I want to undo that. He is a C hit and a run. He's a D bunter and a C hit and a run.
I will just swing away. 1-4.
But it's a good 1-2 is a strikeout. 1-4 is a double play. Ground out to short.
Yeah.
Right to Arcia.
1-5 would have been
for
nice.
1. Aguilar for 2. 2 out for Barry Hill, who grounded out to short his first time up.
3-8. No, yes, 3-8.
That's a single.
Oh, cool.
Fifth hit allowed by Miley. Now, Barry Hill has a 70% chance if he can get the jump. Walton has singled and been hit by a pitch.
Swing away. 2-9. That's going to be a ground out.
2-9. That is a ground out, and that's the inning. Would have been a double play. Arcia holding his own after 3.5, 2-0 Cubs. It'd be Aguilar, Braun, and Shaw. He grounded out to Maddox his first time up.
Wasn't there a football player named Frank Wysocki?
Yeah, for the Tennessee Titans, right?
Yeah, wasn't he part of that like crazy game?
The lateral.
Yeah.
Or as my dad would call them, the Tennessee Tuxedos.
I got 3-7.
Oh, you finally got on your card and you got a single. So only the second hit off on Maddox. He's not stealing. He's got a 5% chance.
Oh, wide check. No, yes, but yeah.
Oh, right, wide check.
Frank
Okay.
wide check, right.
Braun is 0 for 1. Maddox struck him out. One of his two.
3-3.
Ooh. No, 1 to 6 is a single. Roll a 20.
Well, it fell. Hold on. It fell off the table.
You saw what happened to Kirkshin. His brother just threw him down the stairs, right?
I got a 10.
Then you're out. That'll be a fly ball to the left. Webster's there. 1 out for Travis Shaw, who struck out, former Red Sox.
3-6.
MIP. Holy cow.
It's
Oh,
let Ron call it.
High fly ball, right field. Back goes Dawson. Tie game. That must be in the front row, and Bernie Brewers down the slide. Thames is 0 for 1.
Ooh.
I need a
Ooh.
Budweiser.
You're in Milwaukee. You're drinking a Miller Lite whether you like it or not.
Right.
Chances are you don't.
Oh,
1-11.
Maddox.
The bench is clear.
Absolutely.
Maddox hits Thames. Thames says a few words to Maddox. See, yeah, the house rule I have, if that happens, you hit somebody after a home run, you're both gone, but we won't do that.
Yeah, Shaw must have taken too long watching that baseball fly.
Wow.
when you do your seasons, Ron, is that really what you do?
If I'm doing cards and dice, that's not what I would do. I would Maddox and Thames would be gone because that would be a fight. Because it's so rare to have a hit by pitch anyway.
Right.
But if you hit somebody after you allow a home run, yeah, there's some intent there.
And Maddox would definitely be the guy to do it. I mean,
they
think of him as this mild-mannered guy. He was a beast.
You didn't dig. I mean, he was bulldog for a reason. You didn't dig in against Greg Maddox. Pina, by the way, grounded out to second. Thames, by the way, has a 70% chance if he can get the jump.
5-3.
So everybody's been warned. Fly ball to right, roll a 20. Mark?
6.
And okay, now the 3-3, the 3 6s.
9.
Dawson makes the catch, and the runner will hold. So some tensive here. Arcia 0 for 1. He flew out to left.
4-11.
Roll a 20. Mark Webster's a 2 out there.
16.
Now the 3 6s. This could be dicey.
11.
Nope. Makes the catch. I like the Sadvey fielding chart here. It just makes sense.
Yep.
We go to the 5th and a 2-2 tie. The 2-run homer and then the fight makes this all. It's not a very family-friendly field for this one now, is it? Rhino singled and has flown out to left. And Mr. Canestrari, the dice are yours.
And it's a 2-8.
And that will be a single to center field. If Rhino, no, I wouldn't steal him. Mark Grace is 0 for 2, 55% if he could get the jump.
What's his hit and run?
Grace's is a B.
What do you think, Mike? Your call. Just throwing it out.
I'm going to hit away. Hit away.
Okay.
A 3-9.
Double play, ground out to Shaw. Shaw, Arcia for 1, Aguiar for 2.
There were a lot of good numbers on the 3 column. That wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
No, I know. All right.
Dawson 1 for 2. Miley, who I didn't think would get into the second, is going to give him 5. Dawson 1 for 2 with the ribby.
5-6.
Roll a 20, double 1 to 10.
4.
There's a double for Dawson.
Dickie Dawson doubles. Actually, Dickie Dawson's first wife was Diana Dors. So Vance Law 0 for 1 with a walk.
2-9.
Roll a 20. That'll get the run home.
19.
He'll still get the run home on the single. Dawson wasn't very fast, was he?
He was average.
Oh, no, he's a 12 out there, which is about it. Yep. So 3-2 Cubbies. Miley coming to the end. Webster 0 for 1 with a walk.
3-7.
So we're up 3-2.
Yep.
Why am I not seeing more excitement?
Webster walks.
We got to bury this kid. Come on.
Here we go.
For Sean Dunston, who is struck out and singled.
We have to teach him the ways of the warrior.
4-6.
Looks like the Warriors want to take a nap.
Fly ball to Braun. He'll
The old guys, we're done. We're like, all right, whatever. Who cares?
And that will do. Cubbies get the big run. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors. To the Brewers, 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. Maddox has probably 2 more innings. Kane is 0 for 1. He's walked and lined out to short.
It's not going to pitch a Maddox.
All right, here we go. Brewers have been good at winning from behind, so we'll find a way here. 3-7.
That's the right column. Nope, that's a ground ball to Sandberg, who had it for lunch. 2 is the column you wanted there. That one. Look at that one column for Yelich.
Yeah, he was the MVP in 2018. So.
Yeah, and the weather's good, so all those ballpark home run chances too.
I did not get. I got a 4-8.
Instead, you walked him.
Second walk issued by Maddox, right?
Third.
Third.
It's hard to see because it's red, but yeah. Moustakis 1 for 2. Yelich has a 65% chance if he gets a jump.
I got a 5-7.
That is a ground ball to Sandberg.
Oh, I don't like those
Canisteri, roll a 20.
Right. And it is a 3.
Uh-oh, it's non-double
Yeah.
play. Roll the 3 die.
Okay. And that is 14.
It's an out, I think. Yep, Sandberg, Yelich is retired on the force, but they couldn't turn it. 2 out for Aguilar, 1 for 2 with a run in.
All right, let's make him pay here, Aguilar.
Cubbies.
6-6.
You'll pick up some sticks, and you're going to roll a 20 because it's a single 1 to 12.
6.
Base
That's a
hit.
devilish roll, and that's a base hit. I think Moustakis will stop at second. So first and second, 2 out for Ryan Braun, who was struck out and flown out to Webster.
How's Maddox's pitch count?
He is at 79 and 93.
All right, keep going.
6-11.
As I recall, the Cubs had a pretty shitty bullpen that year, actually.
Ground ball to Maddox, so roll a 20 there, Canisteri.
All right. And it is
The
4.
Gold Glover.
Les Lancaster wasn't chopped liver.
All right, and the 3 6s.
They had Mitch Williams, but he was like,
Yeah.
They called him Wild Thing.
Yeah.
And Maddox gets out of the jam. A ground ball right back to Maddox. He throws to first.
All right.
You leaving Miley in?
I would not. I would like to take a look at my bullpen.
Can you see that?
I cannot.
All right. Someone want to help him out there?
Here, I can quick look up the roster real quick.
What year is it?
I mean, Ron, are you able to give him his best options?
I'm scrolling through, but if he can't really see the screen, then it's not going to do me
What
any
year? What
I
year
got a
is he
question.
playing?
Does Josh Hader? What's his like point of weakness?
good. He can go 2 innings.
All right, I want Josh Hader in then.
Is he righty or lefty?
He's a
Lefty.
Don't be a hater.
McClendon, Berryhill, and Walton. Hader is 35 pitches, by the way. All right, so
All you, Johnny boy.
Turnbull.
All right.
Hader, by the way, 6-1, 12 saves, a 2.43 ERA, 81 innings, 36 hits, and 143 strikeouts.
5-3.
And that will be a ground ball to Hader. Roll a 20.
7.
10.
10. Roll the 3. You cannot have an error, so it really doesn't matter.
10.
Well, this should be Nolan's roll, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I also rolled a 10, so
Yep.
there you go.
10-10 wins. 1 out for Damon Berryhill. 1 for 2. Lefty versus righty.
5-5.
5-5.
Yes.
Yep.
Struck him out.
Struck him out. For Jerome Walton, who was 1 for 2. Singled hit by a pitch and grounded out to short.
4-8.
Struck him out.
Hader getting it done.
Straight cheese.
Uh-huh.
I hate that Hader.
Stomatic's on 83. It'll be Shaw, Thames, who he plunked, and Pena. Oh, Shaw. Yeah. Homer last time up.
All right.
3-2. Nolan.
I got a 1-5.
Fly ball to right. Going out.
We need a 1-2-3 inning here. Let's go.
Thames at the plate. He is still steaming after Maddox knocked him down.
And he'll do it again.
3-5.
Oh, geez.
Oh, that's not
Uh-oh. Roll a 20.
What's the number?
MIP.
1 to
6.
6.
Is it 6? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yep. 1 to 6. Yep.
It is.
There it is. I rolled a 6.
Get up. Get
No,
up.
I'm gonna need photograph proof on that one.
I got.
Holy cow.
I don't
know how to show you, but I got.
I don't trust the kids of today. They're all about entitlement. He thinks he deserves the home run. I know exactly where this is going.
I assure you, I rolled a 6.
I'm kidding. Nolan. All right.
Actually, there was a chance to rob it, and I didn't realize that. So it's gone. We're not playing that rule.
Okay.
3-3, because I didn't see it until I was wondering why I was doing it on a split roll because I didn't look at the play-by-play. It's gone. Pena, go ahead, hit the colada.
5-11.
Dan Verdon
What-
says he'll vouch for Nolan.
1 to 6 is a single.
We did vet him before the broadcast, didn't we?
Yeah, this time I won't. I got a 12.
That's a line out. A ground ball to Dunston, and that will be, or if the Law, 2 out for Arcia, who's flown up to left twice. A 3-3 tie in the 6th.
3-9.
And that's a strikeout. He swung on and missed.
Here we go. Here we go.
All right. Hader to
Big
face Sandberg, Grace, and Dawson.
All right.
Sandberg is singled twice and flown out to left off of Wade Miley.
3-8.
That's a single.
All right. Here we
9
go.
hit for the Cubs. For Mark Grace, who is 0 for 3 with a ribby. Grounded into a double play in the 5th.
Hit and run.
Good call.
Control 2, right? Hit and run is on. Roll them. So 4, 5, or 6, essentially.
So how am I calling this?
Well, just hey, you lay down. Hold on, I gotta get my cat not to kill me. A 1 would be a 4, a 2 would be a 5, a 3 would be a 6.
Say again?
Oh, ow! Hey!
Hey, John, I don't think laughing is quite the right response to what's happening right now.
There's a reason why I put a blanket on him. Hold on.
All right. Never seen this happen in a baseball game before.
Down.
You all right,
You're-
Ron?
What? Yeah, hold on. I gotta protect myself
I understand. No, go ahead. Do
from,
what you gotta
from
do.
my cat who's being a jerk. You're a bad girl. You are not my friend right now. Biting me on the ankle. All right. So what's your 1 die roll?
A 2.
All right, so that's gonna be a 5. And
All right.
what's your other two?
A 6 and a 4 for a total of 10.
10. Okay. I believe that's gonna be a ground ball to Moustakas. So we'll roll a 20. Nolan.
I got a 1. Oh no.
Uh-oh. That's gonna score a run. That's a single 2 bases. Now roll your 3d6.
I got a 11.
Well, at least there's not an error to add to that, but it will get Sandberg home, I think. No, Sandberg takes second. Wow. Anyway, first and second for Dawson is 2 for 3. Single, fly up the center, and a double.
All right, here we go. Here we go. A 6-8. And he walked him.
That's a walk. So Hader,
Bases
who
loaded.
was so good in his first inning, has lost the script here in the 7th. Vance Law 1 for 2. The infield is playing in, by the way.
All right. Here we go. Here we go. 6-5. Struck him.
Yep, got him. Got him swinging. 1 out for Webster, who has walked twice and grounded out to short.
Do I have any pinch hitters that might be better hitters than Webster?
Oops, hold on. Now I got to undo that because I hit the wrong button. Oh, it shouldn't have done that. That would have been a. All right, your pinch hitters are. You got a bunch. He's your left fielder. You got.
Well,
Ramos.
Dwight Smith can pinch hit, but he's a lefty.
Right,
Who
he's a
else?
lefty. You got Girardi, Curtis Wilkerson, Ramos.
What's Wilkinson's batting average versus Laws?
He's 244 overall, 280 on base percentage.
And Law?
In Law,
Yeah, the guy who's up. Oh, it's Webster's up. So I meant Webster. Sorry.
right. Webster is 257 with an on base percentage of 331.
All right. So I don't think I have anybody on the bench who's a better hitter than Webster,
No.
right?
No, not really. He's a 409 on base percentage. Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. Bases loaded, 1 out. For the little kid, Webster.
He's got a strike zone the size of a dime.
A 1-6.
Infield.
Fly
Remember,
ball will bring in a run.
it's a fly ball to Kane. Sandberg will have a chance here. It will be with 2 out. 1-14.
All right, let's roll this, baby.
You're going?
Here we go.
All right.
I'm going. Right. Yeah, I'm going. A 1.
He is
A 1.
in there, and the Cubs lead at 4-3.
We have another good game going, guys. We get
This
really
has been-
lucky
this has been
sometimes.
great. Dunston 1 for 3. Struck out, singled, and flew out to left.
All right. First and second, 2 away. For the kid from Brooklyn. A 110.
That is, it's a clutch situation, so he pops him up.
What do you
Oh,
mean
wait,
box him up?
110.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry, I'm
not. It's a
looking at
double,
310.
yeah.
Roll a 20.
9.
Double.
All right.
Race will score. Dawson goes to third. Hader is on his way to Madison because it's 5-3 Cubs. McClendon is 0 for 3.
You sticking with Hader?
Is he tired yet, Ron?
He's got one more
No,
pitch.
he's not tired, but the fans are.
I trust Hader to get through it.
All right, McClendon.
$210. That'll do it.
Ground ball to Arcia, and that will do. Cubbies have a big inning. They lead it after stretch time, 5-3 Cubs. Maddox is
John, I need to see more enthusiasm from you.
Maddox technically is over his pitch count, but
How bad would that affect him?
a roll of a 4.8, a 4.9, and a 4.9, and a 6.12 would turn strikeouts into single 2 bases. So it's not too terrible.
I think I'd rather keep Maddox. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let's leave him in.
All right, so we'll see what he does with the first couple that batter.
Yeah, it's not automatic with the pitch count, but he's reached his point of weakness essentially.
Got it.
Alrighty, got the top of the order here, ready to go.
Yep, Kane 0 for 2 with a walk.
4-2 ball game or 5-3 ball game.
What was it, Nolan?
I got a 5-8.
And that is a split chance. Roll a 20. Single on a 1.
I got an 18.
That is not a 1. And that's a line out to Dunston 1 away. For Yelich, who's walked twice, he's 0 for 1.
All right, MVP, got to do something special, right? 2-2.
Uh-oh. Line out Max. That was special, all right. Lines out to Sandberg, 2 out for Moustakis, who's 1 for 3. Single popped out and was forced out in the 5th.
2-5.
Ground out to Maddox. It would have been a double play. So Greg gets through the 7th. We go to the 8th. 5-3 Cubs.
All right. I think I would like to go with Jeffress out of the bullpen.
Come on, Mikey. Come on, Mikey.
All right.
8-1, 15 saves, a 129 earned run average, 77 innings, 49 hits. He's good for 1 inning. 27 walks and 89 strikeouts. He did allow 5 homers. Berryhill, Walton, Sandberg. Candace Drury.
2-3.
Oh, we're going to ignore the injury, but it's a ground ball double play to Moustakis. 1 out. For Jerome Walton. It was 1 for 3.
6-7.
That's not good.
No.
Oh, really? Wow. Yep.
Oh,
So,
walk.
wow. In a sea of strikeouts, there's a walk. Now, Walton, with a jump, has a 75% chance to steal second. Sandberg has singled 3 times and flown out to left. Managers, discuss.
I say send him. It's up
Send
to
him?
you.
He's got a 33% chance to get the lead.
Okay.
If he gets the lead, send him. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So what do we got to roll?
He did not get the lead, so it
Okay.
won't matter. So 1 to 8. You're not stealing him now, right?
No.
All right.
All right. Sandberg. 5-9.
That's a strikeout.
Hello, Jason Henke, joining us.
And no, the cat did not kill me. Mike Grace, 1 for 4, grounded out 3 times and singled off a hater in that big 7th inning.
3-5.
Yeah, I noticed that our viewers were down until like the cat thing happened. Like somebody must have run off, said, you guys got to go on the channel. You got to see what's going on here.
Walked him. Wow.
Dawson, first and second.
First and second for Andre Dawson, 2 for 3, a single, a double, a walk, and a fly out to center in the 3rd.
Come on.
Where's your cat now, Ron?
She's in the window.
I have a 6-3.
She'll deal with me later. Fly ball to left.
I'm
No one.
sure.
Roll a 20.
I got a 2.
Uh-oh, that's a double.
All right.
Now roll the 3 6s.
And an 8.
No error, but that will score Jerome Walton.
All
Down
right.
the line, down the corner, Dawson does his
Take that,
job.
Brewers. Take
6-3 for Law. Now, because he's a minus clutch, he loses hits on that 2-5 and 2-9. Jeffrey's looking bummed out
Right.
there on the mound.
1-5.
Oh, it's a ground out to 3rd. 1 batter too late. Cubs get a big insurance run after 7.5. 6-3.
All right. What do you think about Maddox? Is it getting worse for Maddox, or is it the
It
same
does
as it
not.
was?
It does. I don't know how. Remember how it works. It just
Okay.
um
I'd say let's keep him in there. He's only given up what, 5 hits?
5 hits.
5 hits. Yeah.
2 home runs, but that's all right.
Aguilar 2 for 3 with a run scored.
All righty, here we go. Late game dramatics here. 5-7.
That will be a ground ball to Dunston. Roll a 20, Mike.
All right.
He's a 2, so you don't want a 1 or a 2.
Well, I guess what? I rolled a 2.
That's a single. Now roll the 3d6.
And that's going to be 8.
So a straight single for Ryan Braun, who's 0 for 3. Struck him out, thrown out to left, and grounded out to Maddox his last time up.
I think it's time for us to at least make a mound visit here. I'm gonna look at the Cubs.
He's
relief
on
pitchers.
112 pitches.
I'd bring in Lancaster.
Is he the choice?
He's your
4.
setup
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, absolutely. He should be the choice. 4 and
All
2.
Let's go. Let's bring him in. Don't you guys think? You guys
Yep.
agree? All right, let's
Yep.
do it.
Lancaster can finish this one out. He's on 45 pitches. 4 and 2. 8 saves, a 1.36 ERA, 73 innings, 70 hits. He's allowed 15 walks, 56 strikeouts, and 2 homers. Braun's 0 for 3.
2-9.
That will not help you. Ground ball to second. But Aguilar goes to second, I believe.
So fielder's choice.
Fielder's
I mean,
choice.
yeah.
Right. Travis Shaw, who homered in the 4th.
All right, here we go. Can he do it again?
It's funny. I titled this with hobby newcomer Nolan Wysocki. You're really not a newcomer.
No, not.
I know guys that who are our age who've been playing it less than you have, or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I got a 6-8.
Struck him out.
That is no good.
2 out for Thames,
Way to go, Lessie boy.
who homered his last time up. He's looking at Lancaster like my cat was looking at my legs a few minutes ago.
All right, I feel good. Thames has got a lot of power here. 3-6. No, that's no good.
When people all said, sit down, you struck out. We go to the 9th here at American Family Field. Cubs 6, Brewers 3.
Can I go with Knable out of the bullpen?
Yes, you can.
Come on, Turnbull.
Knable, Corey went 4 and 3, 16. How many closers did you have?
I believe they had 3 guys that had 12 saves, I think.
Yeah, 16 saves, 3.58 ERA, 55 innings, 38 hits. He walked 22 and struck out 88.
Let's drain this kid of all hope.
Come on, John. You're the only manager that hasn't scored.
Kind of
I'm
like
the only manager that hasn't gotten a guy on
what's already
base.
happened to the rest of us. Let's drain him of hope.
6-9.
Struck him out.
You suck at baseball, John.
Wow. Dunston 2 for 4 with a double. And
That's
a
why I
single.
create games instead of play games. 4-7.
Walked him.
All right, I feel good about a double play ball here. Set it up.
90% chance to steal second if he can get the jump.
Let's do it. Right, John? 90%?
Yes.
89% chance to get the lead. He has got the no, he didn't, but it's 1 to
Oh, wow.
14 if you want to try it anyway.
I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah, we got a 3-run lead. What the heck? I need some action here.
13. Roll it, Nolan.
13.
Oh, he roll it.
13?
I roll.
No. John should roll it because
John,
he's the
yeah.
guy running.
Yeah, 13.
He's in there. Stole a base.
Hey,
All right, McClendon.
McClendon's 0 for 4.
2-5. Avoided the double play.
You did because you would have anyway. It's a 4. It would have been a force. RCS only play is to first. 2 out. Barry Hill Does not get help as a clutch. He loses a hit on the 112.
410.
Struck him out. So the bullpen finally holds for the Brew Crew. It'll be Pina, Arcia, and Kane to face Lancaster.
We'll have Williams in the bullpen in case.
Pina is 0 for 3.
See, I'm going to check here. I think I'm going to potentially pinch hit.
Okay, you got Kratz, Perez, Santana, the Grande Man Can, Miller, and Shope.
I like Santana.
Yeah, but do you want him to pinch hit? Because I was so smooth, yeah. Santana, you gotta love his evil ways. 265, 5 homers, and 20 RBI.
6-2.
Struck him out.
That's one. That's one. One.
2 to go. 2 to go.
They need
Cubs
3 to
fans
tie
on their
for
feet.
one. Holy cow! Arcea 0 for 3.
2-5.
That is roll of 20.
15.
He singles.
All right, that's a start.
One
That's a
on,
start.
1 out for Lorenzo Kane, who's 0 for 3 with a walk.
2-8.
That will be roll of
Could be
20.
a base hit.
Yep. with a 12.
15.
Nope, it's not.
Again. Dang it.
Round out for a force. So Arcia is forced. Law to Sandberg. 2 out for Kane.
Last
for
out.
Yelich.
Last
Last
out.
chance saloon. Yelich 0 for 2. He's walked twice.
Let's
All right.
go Cubbies. Let's go Cubbies.
4-3.
So you're sending Mark a hat from your college, right? You can walk around Baltimore knowing that he supports a winner. Roll a 20. John?
Okay. 18.
Fly ball to the left, roll the 3 6s. This could be an adventure.
8.
Cubs win! Hey, hey!
Webster makes the
Cubs win.
catch.
Yeah, he made
Yep.
the catch.
All right.
All right. The old guys did it.
Good job, gentlemen.
That was fun.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
So 6 runs. I didn't change the name. 6 runs, 12 hits for the Cubs, no errors. They left on 12.
Mm.
3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Brewers. They left on 8. In 3 hours and 19 fake minutes, 41,165. Go home unhappy. Maddox the win. 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned. A fight. 3 hits. A Gordie Howe he pulled, right? 3 walks and 3 strikeouts, along with the 2 homers. Lancaster got the 6-out save, allowed a hit, and struck out 3. Miley Cyrus, 5 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 3, did a gold record, struck out 1. Josh was a hater indeed. 2 innings, 3 hits, the 2 runs, the walk, and 3 strikeouts. Jeffers, a hit, a run, and 2 walks in his inning, and then Nibble, 2 strikeouts in his. So that will do. The final score is the cat gets upset again. Cubs 6, Brewers 3.
And we will say our goodnights. Nolan, thank you so much for being on the show. You were great to have and a great sport as I went about mocking your college baseball team.
I appreciate it. I like the
If you need
I like the heat a little bit.
If you need a manager, I'm happy to take over for whoever's losing all those games for you now. You know, you might want to.
Oh,
Go with
now Cujo here wants to love me.
Because she feels guilty.
Yes.
Actually,
All right,
cats don't feel guilt. Dogs. do. Cats
She
don't.
will. She will.
Yeah.
So, but yes, thanks, Nolan. That was fun.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
And I definitely like the idea of you finding somebody, Nolan, who's never played one of these games and having you come back on the show to play a game with them. And also, you know, when we get Wisconsin is a hotbed of hobbyists. And you know,
Apparently, I mean, it's Your dad worked for Dave Cook,
Well,
which is so crazy.
and we've talked about this too. Mike Sislinski, a game developer, Wisconsin. Dave Cook, game developer, Wisconsin. John Herson,
Kirk
not
Berg-
developer, but company
Berglund.
owner.
Kurt
Payoff,
Berglund.
payoff pitch. Joe, what's his last name? Payoff pitch.
Joe Bryan.
Joe Bryan.
He's Wisconsin too.
He is. Wow.
Yes, he is.
So, I mean, to me, that's a natural place for us to like get into that region and get a bunch of guys to come meet us wherever we are, whether it's Milwaukee or wherever we end up. And we would love to have you be a part of the documentary, Nolan, and interview you for the documentary when we get to that point, if you're up for that.
I absolutely am.
Cool. Great. Well, thanks again. I'll let you go, and then we'll wrap up the show. Nolan, take care. We'll see you again soon, and be healthy, well, and happy.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Take care.
Bye, Nolan.
And there we have it. Well, it was fun, guys, as always.
Yeah.
We shared some really big news. If you didn't hear, Ron will be broadcasting a couple of innings of a Red Sox game looking like September 13th. We'll give you more details as it develops. But, hey, man, that's everything we wanted, it's in terms of, the pieces of the documentary.
Yeah, that's huge.
So important. It's huge. Yeah. And, of course, I'll be at the APA convention in a couple of weekends. We'll be down there July 30th. I say we again because I'm bringing my wife. Not because I'm some idiot that likes to use it talk. Because like sometimes you'll see actors do that because they have like a team, so it's never just them. It's like we looked at some scripts and we decided. You looked at a script and decided. Oh,
it's the royal we. You've never heard it called that before? Usually when you do, it's called the royal we.
And what mean
I
what?
I think it just kind of sounds less pretentious than I.
You think it sounds less pretentious?
I actually, yeah.
I think it sounds way more pretentious. Let's take this to a vote. John,
That's when you go to the bathroom. That's when you go to the bathroom at Buckingham Palace.
You
Oh
go
my
to the
God.
loo and you take a royal wee.
That is the daddiest joke I've ever heard.
I've also learned that my cat is a Yankee fan.
Ooh.
Did you see her? She's staring at the pillows right now. It's
And Jason, just so you know, we do head-to-head games every Tuesday night.
yeah, those are fun. Yeah.
So APA will be down there July 31st and August 1st, shooting some interviews, getting some shots at the convention. We're actually getting renting a special lens that will allow us to get these really detailed close-up shots of like the dice and stuff. So they'll look beautiful.
Oh wow. Okay.
It'll make the dice look like it'll be almost the size of the screen. Because that's what this hobby is about. It's about the cards. It's about the dice, right? So you want to make those look as pretty as you can, and a macro lens, which is what it's called, can do that.
Or Michael, do you have those dice that you used at the Digital the Dice Con?
Oh yeah, that was the
big
Dave.
ones?
He's got the big dice, big fun. Those are nice dice. They were actually pretty fun.
Please, guys, if you would support the channel, subscribe to this channel. We've got, we've had great guests. We're going to continue to have great guests. Subscribe, like the videos, comment on the videos if you would. It really helps build traction for the channel. Also, don't forget, go to boxscorefilm.com and sign up for our pre-launch list. We're getting closer and closer to the point where we're going to be reaching out, asking for contributions. And we talked earlier about, finding the money to make the Ron Juckett stuff happen, that, the footage of Ron in Burlington and then in Boston and all that. And, this takes a village, as they say. And we are all the village. So we're all really excited. And anything you guys want to add to that, or no?
No.
So sign up for the pre-launch list. Just give us your email address. And really all you're doing by giving us your address is you're basically saying, hey, I'm interested in supporting you. What that support might turn into could be a million different things. But the longer that list is, the more email addresses that are on that list, the more we can show others that this thing really has some traction. So it's something that would be really, really helpful for us if you could do that. Final thoughts? We all good?
That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, Nolan's a really, really good kid and smart kid.
A really good sport. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, take care.
We'll get him and
Man.
Stratty Davis together.
I was
I was-
thinking
I was-
about
I was
that.
thinking of
actually.
that, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. But I do like the idea of Nolan like introducing the game to
Yeah,
somebody who's
yeah.
never played.
The only
Mm.
thing with APA Go is if you do the advanced or the master,
You don't have to
unless you have the boards, you can't. You don't know what's being changed.
I know. It's a little frustrating. That's true. All right, guys, take care. We will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye-bye. Oh,
Bye-bye.
don't forget before I forget, podcast. We now have a podcast, which is an extension of this. So each week we'll release the interviews that we've done on the live stream, but not the gameplay. Generally, probably mostly it'll just be the interview. But we also add bonus content that will only be heard on the podcast. So, for instance, if you go to the podcast that we released yesterday, it's the interview we did with filmmaker Winnette Yao, but then it's followed by John and I talking about how to break out of, when you're having
Project block.
You can't think of a good idea for a project. So we spent about 20-25 minutes talking about that. And look, it's not like when we may not end up talking about it on the channel. Like I want it to seem like, well, no, we'll never discuss that on the live stream because it's only on the podcast, but it's bonus content for you guys to check out. So subscribe to Box Scores from the Basement, the podcast as well. Take care. Have a good night. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Good night.